No, just been updating my site, doing a few other bits and bobs, and I've had a nice call. And the strange thing is, I've had a nice call with someone that we've had a disagreement with online. So many of you have seen a video a couple of days ago where there was a bit of a spat back and forth with a Mr. Lau, who made some comments about the business and about how he thought that I needed to smarten up on a number of things, and some ideas as to what prep should happen and so forth. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, you guys probably went in it harder than I did. But he'd just taken the time to pick up the phone and apologise and say it didn't mean any malice in it at all. It was just feedback on what he thought when he went to car dealerships and what he'd like to see when he went to car dealerships. And I just thought how great that was, that he decided that he took the time to pick up the phone and to do that, because we can disagree with things online. We can disagree with how I run the business. I do open myself up to comment because I put it all up on YouTube, so people of course can come and comment and have their own opinions on things. I don't have to agree with those opinions, and if someone takes the time to write the comment, I'm within my rights to respond to it too. And I don't have to take anything on board if I don't want to take it on board, which is something he said as well. And like I say, we're not always going to agree on it, but if we can do it in a civil way, that is the best way forward. But I just thought, isn't it nice that in this day and age, someone decided to, even though they're not really in the wrong because they're only stating what they're thinking, take the time to pick up the phone and say, look, I just want to make sure you know that I do enjoy your videos. I do know you're trying to do your best by your customers, is what he was saying. They were just my thoughts on what improvements I'd see. So I've got all the respect in the world for that. So if Mr. Lau, if you're watching, much appreciated. But I just realised what I opened myself up to. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to take calls from everyone that has commented on my videos, whether they've disagreed with me or agree with me. I just wouldn't have time to field all those calls. I do struggle enough getting through the comments, and I tend to answer them all in the evenings when I've got a chance to sit down on the sofa. So please don't pick up the phone, calling the business to discuss your comments from the videos. I just wouldn't have the time to go through it. We had a visit from Mad Mike this morning. I would have had him on camera, but I was due to do the podcast, so I was running around like a blue arse you-know-what. So the deal was, Mike was bringing me down this Audi Ace, is an A1 or an A3? It's an A3 convertible, isn't it? And taking away the Nissan Micra and the Qashqai that were over there. Qashqai bought off Joe, and Nissan Micra bought off the main dealer. So he's taken those two away and brought me this one down. We'd already discussed this one. Always a good deal if you can swap some stock out, because everyone saves on transport then, and you can make a little bit more margin out of the cars because you're not having to allow for transport, they're not having to allow for transport. It works really well. So yeah, Mike, let me know about this car, Audi A3. It's I believe it's a 1.4 TSI, isn't it? I think it is. We'll check it out. Maybe we'll do a vehicle score in a minute. Started using that now, and I'm enjoying it. I do like that vehicle score, so we'll do one of those in a minute. But yeah, nice car. He MOT'd it for me, bless his cotton socks. Brand new advisory free MOT on it. He's driven it all the way down here. Mileage is low, 48,000 miles. Only had one previous owner, so low ownership as well. I believe it's got a full service history, which we'll check out in a bit. 6-speed manual. Yeah, it's nice car. Got 2 keys for it. Have we got one of them here? There we go. Starts up on the button. No lights on the dash. Or LCDs are good. Time's out, so the battery must have gone flat at some point. Yeah, well, this seems to be good. All the temp dials work there. Fans are working nicely. Obviously, a big one is the hood, which I've tried a couple of times and works beautifully. I don't think for a minute Mike would have sold me one with a non-working hood. It's just whether they're slow or whatever. This one moves really smoothly, no hesitations at all. All the liner's good inside. I'm not seeing any mould or any damp. I'll turn it off a second. I just greased the hinges. The hinges were a bit noisy, but all I needed was a bit of white grease. I will wipe that down and tidy it up a bit, by the way. Yeah, what have we got inside? We've got a little bit of wear on the chromey bits there, but other than that, trim's really nice. I say all the trim's in nice nick. Could all do with a bit of a, I wouldn't say a wet clean. Maybe the base of the seat needs a bit of a wet clean. The hood itself is good. It needs a proper clean with some antibacterial spray and a nail brush to get it back to where it should be, really. Don't think I'd re-dye it. I think most of this will just come out. All this white stuff is coming out on my nail. It's just a really... I use bathroom mould and mildew bathroom spray. I find is the best thing, because it kills the mould off as you go along. It's not aggressive enough to decolour the interior. Boot's nice. Yeah, it's not aggressive that it takes any of the colour out, but it kills off the mould as you clean it. It does a really nice job of it. It's cheaper than all those expensive ones you get from Halfords and that. We'll have a look under the bonnet a sec. So there we have it. Looks a little bit lost in that engine bay, doesn't it? Is it a 1.2 or 1.4 on this? I say we'll do a vehicle score in a bit. I can't remember. But it all seems all okay. And the coolant levels correct. It's got the right colour fluid in it as well. Gearbox is all dry around your rear main seals and so forth. All dry down here. Rad looks in good condition. No signs of any replaced crash damage stuff. All these are original screws. All the plastic's original on the tabs. Inner wings are. Yeah, nice car, this one. We'll take it for a longer drive to obviously test it out. But oil, and check the oil level. That's nice and easy to service, isn't it, with the oil filter on the top there like that. Ooh, lovely colour oil. Did say it's got a full service history, so that would probably tie in with that. Looks like a nice car, that. Thanks, Mike. So yeah, clean the hood, give the body a clean. Looks like it'd benefit with a machine polish. Black will pop a bit better. But yeah, basic valeting stuff. I think there's one cracked lens on a rear light here. We could do replacing. That one there. Yeah, it's cracked there, so that's best to replace that one. So we'll just see how it does on vehicle score a sec. CK11BFA. Oh, good score, 810, amazing. MOT pass rate 85%, so it's not really failed a lot of MOTs. And the only bad thing it's got going for it is over 10 years old. So no salvage, no stolen, no, not taxi, not scrap, not an import. Only had the one previous owner, as I said. 810 score, really good. So yeah, it looks like a solid buy, that. Low owners, good MOT history, good service history, good condition all round. Thanks, Mikey. Retail on this is 5,995. Well, it's just over £6 on Auto Trader, but 5,995 is probably a better price point to put it at. And that's a nice price point to be at, isn't it? It's the more affordable end of the spectrum. So yeah, right kind of car for me to sell at the moment as well. I think there's, even though we're going into the winter, there's always a market for nice little cars at that kind of price point. Oh, good thing with that as well, it's the 1.2. And turns out the road tax on that's like 35 quid or something. So very great MPG, low road tax, lower insurance, but nice looking sort of prestige-y thing at not a lot of money. There's all go here with the boys now, like they're cutting all the trees as well now, so I don't get all the leaves on the cars. Looks like they're cutting out all the trees behind the ferns here, all the ones that are letting all the leaves and the needles go onto the cars. Here come the chip-ins. So Petey's been busy away giving the old Jeep a bit of a buff. I think in some areas I still want a machine polish, but it's actually coming up nice just with a little bit of black T-cut. It's looking quite tidy, this. I think he's enjoying working on this. Not had a mechanic have a bad thing to say about this yet, actually. A few of them been round. They all say, oh, the engine's as strong as you like. Next thing we're going to get him out to tart up is the MR2 in the background there. So remember, the MR2 is on offer. It's a 50,000 mile 2005 MR2. It's on offer as a raffle prize, that or a Fiat Barchetta. You got the choice of the two, or £5,000 cash. I'll put a link to the raffle down below. We're supporting Sophie's Legacy on this one. We always support a charity. And I think there's some bundle deals still going. I'll put it on screen now. Where if you buy, I think you probably your last chance tonight to get these bundle offers. If you buy one of these here, you get a load of free tickets. So as I said, link in the video description down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.